What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be doing a video on Watcher of Realms and it is going to be about the bull, Torodor. It's been a while actually. I'm surprised I haven't done a video on him, a showcase build guide kind of thing. You would have thought I would have done it by now, as well as many other videos before people start commenting that as well. Oh god, I've just set myself right up, haven't I? Okay, we're going to go into Torodor, have a talk about him. Don't go thinking he's just a tank. He's not. He's not just a tank. So let's have a talk. I'll go through his promotions, then we'll go through his skills, then we'll go through his awakens, then we'll go through his gear, and we'll have a look at the artifact that I have equipped on him. So, his promotions. Level 1 promotion grants him Atrocious Trample, which we'll cover in skills. Number 2, each attack inflicts defense reduction on the target for 5 seconds. This is actually huge. Promotion level 3, Hellfire Resurgence. Promotion 4, basic attributes enhanced. 5, each attack inflicts defense reduction on the target for 5 seconds. Additionally, when Torodor is deployed or revived, increases attack and defense by 20% for 15 seconds. Number 6, basic attributes enhanced. Okay, all well and good. We understand his promotions, but what do his skills do? What does he do for us? Well, the talent itself is huge. We know this. Each attack that he does inflicts defense reduction, which I believe is 20%. Yeah, 20% on the target for 5 seconds. Additionally, when Torodor is deployed or revived, increases his attack and defense by 20% for 15 seconds, meaning whichever way you're building him, well, it actually does work both ways, doesn't it? If we have more defense, it's going to make him tankier. If we have more attack, it's going to grant him more attack. But it does boost him in general. His basic here, physical attack, deals 100% damage to one enemy. This increases to 120%. Atrocious Trample, which is an auto attack. Attack has a 20% chance of triggering an AoE attack, dealing 70% AoE damage and inflicting the targets with stun. Not just targets, because it's AoE damage. When Hellfire Burning is activated, the chance of triggering increases and the attack range changes. The damage does increase and trigger chance increases by 10% as well on upgrades. Hellfire Resurgence, his passive, revives after the first death in battle, restoring 50% health and 60% rage. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment. The percentage of health recovery is increased by 50%, so he gets 100% recovery, and he also gets 100% rage regen. So before he does die, you do really want to be triggering that if it's available, because if he dies, it's going to be up fully again anyway. Let's have a look at his Hellfire Burning ultimate. You can see what happens in the diagram here. After activating, increases self-attack speed by 80, damage dealt by 80%, attacks multiple enemies within the range for 20 seconds. If it's upgraded, the rage cost, initial rage is increased, cost is reduced. Damage is increased and duration is also increased by 10 seconds in total, 40% extra damage as well, and the 200 plus initial rage, 200 minus cost. So he has a really good ultimate. His Lord skill, Nightmare Power, is very good. Increases faction allies' basic attributes of 15%. Every time a faction ally is deployed, all deployed faction allies gain 5 up to 35% attack speed, respectively, up to 35%. I just can't. Okay, whatever. However, their received healing effects are reduced by 15%. Faction allies' basic attacks have a 30% chance of landing an extra hit. That is massive. Massive. To land an extra hit for your allies. That's crazy. Okay, let's have a look at his awakens. Now, yes, I know he's a legend lord, and to be getting awakens, you have to be extremely lucky. However, Awaken 1 does increase his Atrocious Trample range by 20%. That is his AoE stun kind of thing that's going on. Awaken 2 enhances faction allies' attack speed plus 20. Awaken 3 enhances Hellfire, during the effect of Hellfire Burning, increases the chance to trigger Atrocious Trample by 10%. So we have that extra boost on our AoE stun damage dealing kind of effect. Awaken 4, Rage Regen Auto +1. And Awaken 5, the big one, a really big one, because Hellfire Resurgence can be triggered one more time per deployment, meaning he can revive twice per deployment. So if you have an A5 Torodor, which I don't believe anyone does, no one has one, or if someone does, that's absolutely disgusting. But congratulations, because that just makes him friggin' insane. Friggin' insane. Okay, now the important part, right? The gear. How do we equip him? Well, as you can see here, my one has crit rate of 100%, crit damage of 96.5%, a generous amount of health. What is it? 77,907, which is not bad. He's still a little bit tanky, but he's not super tanky. His defense is 6,109, which again isn't huge, but it's enough for what I need him for. But that attack is 12,030. Attack speed is only 158. He is getting that faction ally boost, and also he's getting that attack speed of 80 when he is in ultimate form, but he can deal good damage. And yes, he is tanking, but he's also holding down a lane. And if you need to hold down a lane, that also needs to deal DPS. Like if you're covering other areas, then Torodor can be perfect for that in that regard, because he's going to take down the enemies that are coming down your lane, because he's going to be dealing good damage. He's going to be dealing good. I'm not talking like mega damage, but enough damage to kill those pesky little ads, okay? If you've got a healer on him, he can hold down the lane very nicely. So yeah, this is the Torodor build on this one. Obviously, the stats here on these pieces, he does have health bonus, he has crit rate bonus, defense bonus, attack bonus, and attack speed on this piece. This is a really, really, really nice piece. Because he's getting his tanky parts as well from health and defense, but he's also getting crit rate and attack bonus. I mean, you could argue attack speed, does he need it? Maybe crit damage would have been better there, but, you know. Crit damage on this piece here with health bonus, crit rate, rage regen, and flat defense. And on the final piece on the ring, we have attack bonus with crit rate, crit damage, defense bonus, and health bonus flat. Would have been nice if that was a percentage health bonus, but then that would be an insane piece where you just have to be crazy, crazy lucky. This is still a very nice piece. He is on the Glacier set. Gains an attack bonus equal to 6% max health when deployed. As you can imagine, he has got a big health pool, so he's gaining quite a lot of attack from the Glacier set as well. On the weapon and chest, we have Life Force weapon, health of 25%. There is a better set. Is it the Warlord set? Is it the Warlord set? I believe it is, isn't it? Or is it the Immortal Warrior? I mean, yeah, Immortal Warrior would be better, but my goodness me. Goodness gracious me. Health and defense plus 10% and 25% would be a better piece, but, you know, it's tough to get all of those pieces together. This one does have attack bonus, defense bonus, crit rate, health bonus. Perfect piece. Perfect piece. The chest has defense bonus, attack bonus, health bonus, and crit rate again. Perfect piece. You know, when you're building something like this, where you do need health still, you do need defense still, you also want to max out your crit rate and get as much crit damage as you can. It becomes tough. It becomes tough. If you can get close to that, and you do just want to build him super tanky, that's still going to be absolutely fine. Just focus your health, focus your defense. And you could even say, well, forget about the attack bonus and just try and max out your crit rate so that you are still dealing a decent amount of damage. But remember, you do need that attack to bypass the enemy's actual threshold. So bear that into consideration as well. As long as you have the Glacier set, you are going to be getting a good amount from his health though. So, questionable. Questionable. The artifact we have on Torodor is Olag's Wall. Increases block by 1, increases physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction for every blocked unit, stacking up to 4 times. This is a great artifact for him. This, you know, blocking an extra 1 in that lane is just, it's crazy. It's crazy because we can hold 4 enemies, we can deal good damage and hopefully survive depending on what you have around him, depending how your map layout is. But he is such a great, great lord. He is a great legend lord. He's great in Guild Boss. He's great in pretty much the entire content of the game. You can use Torodor everywhere, everywhere. But let's go and have a little look quickly. Let's just go to a campaign. Let's just go to a campaign. Let's go to a new one. We'll go to number 9-1. just so we can see him in action here. So if we throw him in the top lane, and we need a little healer for him. Let's remove Zealous. And let's just bring in Elohim. Oh my god, what am I doing? We have 10 slots. And I'm messing about with that. I am going to put him with his Lord bonus quickly. But don't forget as well, the more Nightmare faction you have, the more stacking of that attack speed you're going to get, meaning he's going to do more damage again as well. But if we just throw him into... He is a 25 cost, so he isn't the cheapest to use. Yep, okay, thank you, Tooltip. Thank you very much. So if we just throw him in down here, we will throw him in at the bottom. Arguably, you could have thrown him in at the top because we have less up there. Meaning we can do more DPS around it. If we just throw a healer in here, what way are we going to throw our healer? We'll throw it that way. So Torodor tanking against this enemy here and dealing good damage. Obviously, we're going to wait for him to trigger his ultimate. And we can see him dealing very good damage now. You know, these are good numbers. Okay? Especially for a tank unit that is going to be taking a good amount of damage, dealing a good amount of damage too. Let's throw Sylas in at the top, along with Reeves. And that should be okay. Reeves is tanky enough of mine. I know he's no Sylas, is he, dealing crazy damage like that? But he is a tank. Don't forget that, okay? He's not going to deal damage like that. You know what? No. Take this one out. Take Razak out. We should probably take the Earner out as well, because this is about Torodor. It's not about anyone else. I just want to show you how well he can do at holding down a lane. This isn't probably the best representation, but there will be 2 enemies in on him in a moment. Let's get them both triggered, shall we? There we go. They're both coming in now. Let's take out Zealous. All 3 of them are coming in now, and you can see his stuns becoming active. So he's holding down this lane. Nice amount of stuns. And he's soaking that damage up. But also in between the stuns, he's getting a chance to heal up too. So that is very nice as well. So Torodor, how are you going to build yours? Will you build yours similar to mine, now knowing that he's actually good at holding down a lane with that crit rate, crit damage, attack, health, and defense bonus? Or are you just using him as a tank? Don't forget, he is going to be dealing damage to the guild boss as well. So you can boost up your numbers ever so slightly, but you may just be that little bit away from getting that score that you need. So bear that in mind too. I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a fantastic day, even wherever you are. Goodbye.